Where I Long to Be, a magical trip report podcast. My name is Virginia, and I am your host. Thank you all so much for being here today. I cannot believe that August is nearly over, but because it's almost over, that means that it's almost time for my mother-son trip, which is really my birthday trip. Does anyone else get a little bit frenzied before a trip? Like, I have to clean the whole house, I have to pack, I have to get my nails done, and I have to do all the normal life stuff, like go to work and all of that, which just makes it feel like I'm riding the teacups at full speed or something. But the minute I'm on the plane, I move into chill out mode. And when I cross under the sign into Disney and the Disney bubble, I am home and I feel my whole body relax. And that is why I keep going back. I absolutely cannot wait. As a reminder, in case you didn't get to listen to the pre-trip episode, I will be taking off next week because of my trip, so you can expect the next new episode to be out on September 8th. So please don't be surprised when you don't see a new podcast pop into your queue next week. What you can do instead is make sure that you're following along with my stories on Instagram, and I also will try to put some stuff out on TikTok as well. But I would love it if you could be there with me in spirit, so make sure you're following along. Okay, it is time to get into today's adventure with my guest, Hailey. Hailey just got back from a girls' trip with part of her travel agency team, which is Team Wish Upon a Star with Smart Moms Travel. Joining her were teammates Jordan, Alyssa, and Emily, and they were staying at Pop Century July 28th through August 1st. That should be all you need to know to catch you up, so let's get to it. Here's Hailey. Oh, and if you heard the pre-trip interview, Hailey's headphones were making a little clicking sound that got picked up on her mic. You'll hear that again for this interview. It's not overwhelming or anything, but I'm only mentioning it so that you don't think there's something wrong with your headphones. Okay, now this time for real. Here's Hailey. You're back, Hailey.
I'm back. Hello.
It is August the 9th, so you have been back for more than a week now. How are you feeling?
Sad.
All right. Besides sad, are you tired at this point, or have you just gotten right back into the swing of things?
Mostly back into the swing of things. I would say tired. When I came back on Friday,
Mm-hmm.
I'll get into it. But that was a very long day. I think I napped in between Thursday and Friday, like 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Came back on a flight, had to, go right back to mom life. And then I worked that night from 4 to 11.
Oh, wow.
And then my hour drive home from work.
Oh, I
So,
didn't know you had an hour commute to work.
yeah.
Ew.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's like a straight back road, so it's pretty great most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Especially coming home because not a lot of cars are on it. Just going sometimes is not fun.
Yeah.
I have a heavy foot, and cars. It's a one lane, like one lane on each side, and
Uh-huh.
not every car drives like I do. So when you
Mm-hmm.
get stuck behind one of them,
Mm.
it's a pain.
Yeah. I'm not a heavy-footed driver, but I can totally relate as a New Yorker who gets somebody who's walking on the sidewalk in front of
Yeah.
me at a
Oh
slow
yeah.
pace. I'm just like, "Oh my God." And then what's the worst is when they're going slow and then they're not staying straight. So they're you can't tell like, "Oh, maybe I can pass them." And that no,
Yeah.
because
No.
then they start to move over too. Anyway, that's neither here nor there for this podcast purpose. Just one of those little pet peeves I have.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get into everything that happened on this trip. So this was a girls' trip, a team trip for people who work at your agency and your specific team. So, how did it go overall with this particular group? Because I don't think you've traveled with all four of these people.
It was so much fun. We had a great time. There was only one person that I didn't meet in person yet. One girl I didn't meet in person
Mm-hmm.
before this, but just getting to hang out with all of them together at the same time was great.
Mm-hmm. Nothing like Disney to help your team bonding. I wish my team, I'm not a travel agent, but I wish my work team could go to Disney together. And some of us did when we did our conference in June was it June? Yes,
Yeah.
June at Disneyland. And that
Yeah,
was
I just
fun.
listened.
We're still talking about it.
I
So,
just listened to that episode last week when I was driving home from work.
oh,
That's
good.
Best time to listen to all the podcasts.
Yeah, that's when I listen to podcasts too, is commuting or sometimes cleaning house. All right, let's get into this. So you left on Monday, July the 28th, and you were flying out of Philly in the evening.
Hmm.
So how was your flight? Was it on time?
No.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, it was delayed. As soon as I got to the airport and walked into TSA, I got the update that it was delayed.
Mhm.
And then on top of it, I don't know if it's because it was like a evening flight or because they're doing some work in Philly
Mhm.
at the terminals, but they have like specific terminals that's obviously like each specific airline,
Mhm.
and Flying Spirit is always in the same one. Like
Mhm.
I've never been in a different one. And when I got through security, my boarding pass said like terminal D, but it was gate A. And I was like, well, that doesn't make sense because there's numbers like,
Right.
1 through whatever. So walked down like the usual terminal, and I
Mhm.
was like, all right, well, none of these A say Orlando. There's no
Mhm.
gate A. So then spent like 15 minutes walking out of there to a different terminal. And I
Mhm.
was like so confused. I probably walked around. Maybe it was good that it was delayed because I walked around for like 45 minutes trying to figure out like where I was supposed to be.
Mhm.
And then once I figured it out, it was all the way on the opposite side of the airport. And
Oh
the
my
gate moved
goodness.
like 2 or 3 times as well.
Ooh.
But
Wow.
yeah,
But you made it
made it
eventually.
finally. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been. Have I been in the Philly airport? Is it is it big?
I mean, it's definitely like decent size. You can walk to all of the terminals. But
Mhm.
like I said, from being from terminal DE, I had to go
Mhm.
all the way over to A. It was definitely like a 25-minute, half an hour walk
Oh wow.
that my
Okay.
Apple Watch recorded.
Okay. Yeah. So a mile or more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's a long walk.
Mhm.
All right. Well, you were landing late enough that you didn't really have any time to do anything other than to get over to your resort and get some sleep. How was Pop Century? Did you have a good location for your room?
Yeah, we were right in building 1 in the 50s.
Hmm.
So it was like the one of the closest that you could be without being like a preferred.
Oh, okay. All right. Have you stayed in the 50s section before?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I like the music they play at the pool over there.
Mhm.
Yeah, lots of fun. Had everyone that was with you stayed at Pop before, or was this a first Pop trip for any of them?
I'm pretty sure everyone has stayed there before.
Okay, as they should.
Yes.
It's the best value.
Home away from home.
All right, then let's get into Tuesday, July the 29th. And this was a day where you were planning to have breakfast at the Riviera at Primo Piatto. So,
Mhm.
how did you enjoy that?
It was great. Had the blueberry lemon pancakes.
Mhm. Oh, so
Wonderful.
good. Did you eat outside?
No, we ate inside because
Mhm.
it was like sweltering outside.
Oh, okay.
So,
All right. Yeah. Because if the weather is nice, it is a wonderful area back there to just watch the Skyliner and enjoy your food. I don't think I've ever eaten inside at Primo Piatto.
oh no, it's good. It's nice. I like
Yeah.
it. It feels fancy for like a quick service because they use
Mhm.
actual plates and like actual silverware.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, fancy.
Fancy, very fancy. All right. Alyssa was arriving later than the rest of you. Was she there after breakfast?
Yes. So
Okay.
after breakfast, we took the Skyliner back to Pop
Mhm.
because we were waiting for her and then we were going to get changed and go to Blizzard Beach.
All right. How was Blizzard Beach?
It was good. Um, I was there in the beginning of the month with my kids. So obviously
Mhm.
we only did like the frozen area,
Right.
and that's super cute. So if you have little kids, I highly suggest checking that out.
Mhm.
Um, but we got to do other stuff. Hot tip. I mean, maybe not hot tip. I just didn't know, but you definitely need to wear shoes
Mhm.
around the park
Yeah.
because none of us did.
Oh.
And Yeah, that was awful. Awful.
All right. Well, I'm glad you reminded me of that because I have big plans to try to visit Blizzard Beach either on our arrival day for Labor Day weekend or the second day because we're doing a resort switch, primarily because we have not done Blizzard Beach before. We've done Typhoon Lagoon a couple times, but I just want to see Blizzard Beach. And all of us have brand new water shoes from our beach week in North Carolina where we needed them for a water park there. And I went to the Walmart and they were on clearance. So I think I got the beach shoes for like $5 a piece. It was so cheap. So I have them and I probably would have forgotten them had you not brought it up. So thank you for that.
Yeah, no, 100% you need them. I'm
Mm-hmm.
normally the type of person, like, we have a pool out back. Like, we go to pools or splash parks or the beach, and I'm normally the person who's like, oh, it's fine. But
Mm-hmm.
no, like, I was looking for shade, water,
Mm-hmm.
anything. Like, they were burning hot.
Wow. I know that there are some water slides where you have to take them off before you go on, or in some cases, I think they'll let you hold them as you go down, but you just can't be wearing them. But for a lot of things, you can wear water shoes and just keep them on. So I definitely recommend getting some cheap water shoes
Yeah.
um, to wear. So, all right. Then on this day, you also were planning some Disney Springs time. So, did you make it
Yes.
over there?
So two of us did. Jordan and I went. Alyssa, after driving like as far as
Mm-hmm.
she did, and then being in the heat for that long, wasn't feeling the best. And she wanted to make sure that she took a nap and felt better for the next morning.
Mm-hmm.
So she decided to stay back. And then Emily stayed back with her as well because she didn't want her to be alone.
Oh, that was sweet. What did you end up doing over at Disney Springs?
One of the main things that we have been telling each other for the longest time that we need to get is the margarita Dole Whip float at
Mm-hmm.
Swirls on the Water. So we
Yes.
got that finally.
Mm-hmm. How did you enjoy it?
It was amazing. We got it with
Yeah.
watermelon Dole Whip.
Oh, really? Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, I've had the regular one, the regular margarita with the, I guess the pineapple. I can't remember. I took a photo of it. It was really photogenic too.
Hmm.
Although
It
they
was.
melt so fast.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, really good. Did you do any other shopping while you were there?
We did. We went through World of Disney and we went through Marketplace Co-op. We were
Mhm.
looking specifically for, I really wanted the yellow sweater with the big Mickey
Mhm.
face on it,
Yeah.
and I could not find that in my size.
Oh
So,
no. Did
mhm.
they have plenty in other sizes?
Yeah, bigger sizes. Most of them were
Mhm.
like large or up. Um,
Yeah.
but they looked very oversized. So like
Okay.
I was like, yeah, if I tried a large, I would swim.
Right. Yeah.
So
Okay. Well, you get down there enough. I'm not worried. You're going to find it eventually.
have my fingers crossed.
I wish there was a way where if you were looking for something that wasn't just seasonal, that was something that they just happened to be sold out of your size, that you could somehow indicate, this is what I'm looking for. So when it came back in stock, you'd get a notification like,
Yeah.
hey, this is at World of Disney again now
Hmm. And
in
you
your
can
size.
even like you can buy that sweater online,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a little bit different because
Yeah.
like the one you get there says like the Walt Disney World under his face, and
Right.
the one that you can buy online says Mickey. So I'm like,
Okay.
I would get that one, but I'm
Well,
just
also
gonna.
the discount. I mean,
Yeah, that too.
you can't always, I mean, most of the time you cannot use your annual pass holder discount on things online. Occasionally they'll have a little promo where it's like for these particular weeks, if you're an annual pass holder, you can get your discount, or like DVC through the Shop Disney, but usually not. So, all right. What was the rest of your day like after Disney Springs? Like, what time did you end up getting back to the room?
So after Disney Springs, we looked at each other and we're like, well, we're hungry. We don't want to eat
Mm-hmm.
anything here. So our plan was to leave. And since both Jordan and I have annual passes, we
Mm-hmm.
were going to go into Magic Kingdom just for corn dog nuggets.
Uh-huh.
So
As you
we,
do when you're an annual pass holder.
right. So we hopped on a bus from Disney Springs. We got on like the Poly slash Grand Flow bus. We went over
Mm-hmm.
there. We're like, we'll just get off at whichever one it stops at first.
Right.
So we got off at the Poly, and then we walked upstairs, and we were ready to get on the monorail to go over. And then we looked, and Tambu Lounge had no line at all. And we're
Oh,
like,
forget the corn dog
hmm.
nuggets.
Yeah. So we sat there. We
Hmm.
went in, and we had dinner there at the lounge.
What did you have? Like the dumplings?
Yeah. So we got the pot stickers, the
Hmm.
noodles, and California roll.
Oh, nice. Were you able to find a spot to sit at the bar
Yep.
or at one of those little tables? Okay.
The bar, half of it was open. There was like 3 tables open.
Hmm.
We're like, oh, this is a good day.
Okay. That's a hot tip for people who like going to Ohana and who don't want to make a reservation or could not get a reservation, that sometimes you can sit at Tambu Lounge and just order some of the Ohana things from their menu. Most of the time when I pass by it, it's always packed. So it's
Yeah.
when you see it like that, you have to jump in there and take advantage. All right. After that, did you just head back to the resort to
Yeah,
call it a night?
we were thinking, we were like, all right, what's the best way to get back? At first we were like, oh, well, we'll just go out onto the beach and watch the fireworks.
Mm-hmm.
But then we were like, well, if we do that, then we have to take the monorail back to Magic Kingdom and
Mm-hmm.
then fight with everybody to get on a bus from
Right.
there. So we're like, okay, well, from here, why don't we take the bus to Hollywood? And then at Hollywood, we can just hop right on the Skyliner.
Right.
And
Yep.
Hollywood was already closed. So we're like, okay, well, we feel like we won't have to stand in like a huge Skyliner line.
Yeah. Was
So,
that the case?
yep, quick.
Oh, perfect.
Nobody in line.
That was a pro move, Hailey.
Yes.
Pro move. Okay. All right. Wednesday, July the 30th was a Magic Kingdom day, and you did have multi-pass for this day. So walk me through how this day panned out.
We woke up, we got coffee at the new coffee bar or whatever you call it inside the
Oh,
Pop food court.
yeah. How was that?
I mean, it was okay.
They have specialized coffees there, right?
Yeah, they have a few of them.
Did you end up getting one of those or you just got a normal coffee?
I just got my usual. I just usually get like an iced hazelnut latte with oat
Mm-hmm.
milk.
Mm-hmm.
But they had a frozen, it was like a frozen cinnamon roll one. I was
Yeah.
debating on getting that, but I'm not like a huge frozen coffee person first thing in the morning. So,
Yeah, I think Lisa, who was on recently, was a big fan and had recommended that cinnamon roll frozen coffee thing, which I really would like to try. But I also, like, I've been doing some protein shakes lately. I did like a little like diet reset with a nutritionist, and part of it was like some protein shakes for weeks before I transitioned back to regular food. And
fun.
I drank too many of the cinnamon roll flavor. So now I'm like, am I gonna like that coffee or am I gonna be like, oh, this reminds me of my protein shake? Yeah. Anyway, I'm glad I did it. It worked. I like totally reset myself. I needed it.
There you
Really
go.
needed it. Anywho, I am very excited for Pop Century guests to have that option to have a good place to get coffee because I have not really ever been a fan of just like the plain old Joffrey's coffee.
I
It's
can't.
no, I have to do
Mm-mm.
fancy things to enjoy their coffee. And it's nice to have a place where you could potentially get it before you ever go get on the Skyliner so you don't have to wait until you get into a park. Do you happen to know, do they have mobile ordering at that coffee stand?
I don't think for coffee. I didn't see it as an option.
Okay. Well, that's too bad because it would be nice to be able to mobile order from your room, run over there, get it, and then
Yeah.
go hop on a bus. All right. Talk me through the rest of the day because I stopped you right after you told me you had coffee.
So after that, we got on a bus, and we went into Magic Kingdom, and
Hmm.
then we got a locker because we all had an outfit change. So we threw
Hmm.
that in there. And as we were getting our locker, the little stand that's like right next to it,
Hmm.
usually they sell like ears, sunglasses, like things like that.
Hmm.
We finally found they had in stock the Mickey sunglasses that look like
Hmm.
his face.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
Jordan and I have been looking for those since they came out, and like every time we're there, they're sold out of them. And then as soon as we get home, somebody posts a picture that they're back in stock. So,
So it was
so
finally your moment.
it finally was. Yes. So all four of us got matching pairs of those
Oh,
to
that's
wear.
cute. That you must have some amazing pictures. I can't wait to see them.
Yes. And then after that, we got ready to head to our Crystal Palace breakfast.
How was that?
It was good. I
Okay.
am a fan of the churro waffles.
Yeah, this is
And
I was interviewing Kate and her sister just this morning, and we were talking about those churro waffles,
they're
how
so
good they
good.
are. So good. Am I correct in my memory that they have a soft serve ice cream machine nearby? So if you
They
want
do.
to add ice cream, you can. Okay.
Hmm.
I told them I thought that was the case. Not that I want ice cream that early in the morning, but I was like, I feel like there was a soft serve machine.
Hmm.
All right. That's a good breakfast. They have so many options.
They also have a really good, it's like a blueberry coffee cake.
Yeah.
That's like I love the churro waffles, but I'm a huge fan of that blueberry
Mhm.
coffee cake.
I love that breakfast over there. First of all, you get the cute characters like Pooh and Eeyore and Tigger and all of that. But the food is just genuinely good. And it's nice to have a nice sit down character breakfast right there in the middle of the park that you can
Hmm.
do. So if you want to go rope drop things, get some things done, and then go do it, it's very easy.
Yeah, that's usually like my go-to, especially because, like I've said a bunch of times before, especially when I take my kids, it's like
Hmm.
at least one character meal per day,
Yeah.
usually
Yeah.
breakfast. If it's like a character meal at a hotel, we
Hmm.
try and do it early before we even go into the park.
Right.
But if it's one in the park, the best thing to do is like plan it after that initial like hour and a half of rope drop.
Right. Yeah. You really utilize that time. All right. What was after breakfast?
We took some photos over by the castle because we were all wearing matching Winnie the Pooh outfits. So we had to
Hmm.
do that.
Wait,
Um,
matching or like you each had a character you were
well, we each
bonding
had a
as?
Winnie the Pooh outfit. They were all
Okay.
just like a little different, but
Okay. Were you wearing pants? I said, and
I
I'm
was wearing a skirt, but not pants.
no, no, no. I'm only saying that because there was something
Oh,
recently
that
where they made a
springtime surprise.
yes,
Yeah.
where the listeners, like for Springtime Surprise, I guess there's like some kind of Winnie the Pooh theme to it. And so they made a point in writing to remind people that if you were going to be doing any kind of character bounding for the Springtime Surprise, that you needed to wear pants.
Yeah.
Because I guess, Winnie does not wear pants. He wears a red shirt and no pants. And it's just like, just to clarify, everybody, if you're running in the Springtime Surprise, you need to have a bottom on. And I had a friend, I cannot remember who it was, but it was like, wouldn't it be funny if we all got skin colored leggings and showed up looking like we were wearing no bottoms?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Pants,
that cracked
please.
me up.
Yeah.
Yes, please. Okay. All right. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing all of your Winnie the Pooh Disney outfits for that day. What
It
did you do after your photos?
After that, I was gonna say, we got a lot of jokes from cast members throughout the day. Oh, did you
Hmm.
know you have poo on your outfit?
Oh
And you're
no.
like, oh, so funny. We've only heard it like 5 times so far today.
Yeah, I don't like that kind of potty humor. I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm just like, ew,
It's
that's,
like one where you
no.
just roll your eyes and you're like, okay, you're so funny. Um, After that, we just kind of like moseyed around the park. We were trying to do Mine Train,
Hmm.
but it ended up going down. So we were kind of just like moseying back in that area. I
Hmm.
think we ended up doing Small World, and then we got some spring rolls later in the day.
Cheeseburger.
Sure, of course.
What is the other current
I think
themed
it's
spring
still
roll?
just pepperoni pizza.
Okay. Yeah, that one does not.
Yeah, it's kind of boring.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then after that, we got some midday Starbucks. Nice little
Hmm.
pick me up. Although I just got like one of the refreshers because it was so hot. And I was like,
Yeah.
I cannot do like coffee and cream with it being this hot in the middle of the day.
Yeah. The refreshers are really good though.
Yeah.
And I think if I'm remembering correctly, they have a little bit of caffeine to them.
I think some of them do, depending
Yeah.
on which ones.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you're trying to avoid caffeine and you're getting that, like, you might not actually be avoiding caffeine. Okay. What was after your coffee break?
After that, I mean, just most of the day we kind of just like moseyed around for a little bit. We were like filming reels together and things like that.
Mhm.
Um, and then we had Tiana's. So we did
Okay.
Tiana's.
Were you in the front, in the back?
No. They told us rows 2 and 3, and I was one of like the first people in our group of 4. I was like, I'm going in row 3. I'm not. Nope.
How soaked did you get?
Honestly, not that bad. So I was okay with
Okay.
it.
If you had gotten soaked, though, it was so hot. I
Yeah,
mean,
it would have dried instantly.
yeah, yeah. All right. After Tiana's, where did you
And then
go
after
next?
that, Alyssa, Jordan, and myself, we went on Space Mountain,
Mm-hmm.
and then the 3 of us also went on Tron because Emily is not like a
She's
big
not a
roller
coaster
coaster
person.
person. Yeah,
Okay. What did she do while you were each doing
she
those?
said she just like went through the stores a little bit. Just sat in like with Sunny Eclipse for a little bit
Mm-hmm.
just to get some AC.
Okay. Yeah, I would have been riding People Mover on a loop if it
Oh,
were
okay.
me.
We did do the people mover, and then we did ride it twice. We did the cute
The little finger
little
in the
hand
air, spin
signal.
it like,
Hey, you see me?
one more, please.
Hmm. Although when we were on the second round of the people mover, something that never happened before, we were in like the dark tunnel,
Uh-huh.
and out of nowhere, it just started smelling like straight marijuana. So
What?
yeah. And we're like, okay, well, clearly it didn't smell like this outside.
Yeah.
Clearly it was only in the tunnel. And then as soon as we got out of the tunnel, we could kind of process of elimination, realize which car it was in front of us, and realize like what car it was. And
Wait, can I ask, did you realize what car it was based on the fact that you saw them putting away whatever they were doing, or just like, that looks like the group that's doing it?
kind of process of elimination, kind of also they were like looking around like, oh, did anybody see us? And then when we were looking at them and talking very loudly, like, oh wow, it really smelled in there, or like you think you're being
Mhm.
sneaky and you're not. They were like the ones like, you know what I mean, like
Mm,
acting very guilty.
yeah.
So
Can I just say, there are cameras everywhere,
yeah.
and I feel certain there are cameras in that dark section
Oh, of
because,
course.
I mean, you're in the dark section for a little bit, and Disney is not gonna wanna let people do things that they're not supposed to be doing, and I don't just mean smoking a cigarette or marijuana. They're like,
Yeah.
this is a family-friendly park, so I'm guessing that was seen by
Well,
cast members in some way.
so when we got off, and the car that was right in front of us went and told a cast member down
Mhm,
at the end, and they were like, "Oh, like let me go get my supervisor." They got their
mhm.
supervisor. Their supervisor went to like go try and find them because the worst part about it, honestly, was the fact that in their car they
Mhm.
had little children. And I mean like
Oh,
3 and
no.
under. The woman who was with them was also carrying like a newborn.
Oh
Yeah,
my
it just
goodness.
made it so much worse.
Oh, that's awful. I feel so bad for those kids.
Yeah. So they definitely had like a supervisor like going after them to try and find them, and
Mhm,
like had this full description of what they were wearing and everything. So
mhm. Okay.
no, you don't get away with things like that.
No, no, you don't. I mean, you're being watched everywhere, but in Disney in particular, you really are being watched everywhere, and not only are you being watched everywhere, and I don't mean this in a creepy way, but you're also being tracked everywhere,
Yeah.
like your magic band, your usage, and if you're not doing anything wrong, like, hopefully you don't care about that. Like, I don't care if Disney knows how many times I feel like writing Guardians of the Galaxy,
Yeah.
like, that is fine. I want you to know I love it so that you can expand on things like that.
Yes.
But yeah, don't think you're gonna get away with something like that. And I'll just say right here and now, I don't think anyone who's listening to this podcast would ever have that issue.
Right.
So, all right. So then you met back up with Emily?
Yes. Well, she was
Okay.
actually, so that might have been a little bit out of order
Oh,
because
sorry. She
with us for
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Yeah.
But then eventually after Tron and we met back up, we
Mm-hmm.
all changed at some point because we had cute matching shirts to wear. Um, and then we took a few pictures in front of the castle, and then we
Mm-hmm.
went to go eat dinner at Columbia Harbor House.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
I was so sad because I was such a
Why?
fan of that crispy mushroom roll that they had.
Oh, I didn't try that.
Well, and they have it on their mobile order.
Uh-huh.
And I got there and I ordered it, and they're like, "Yeah, no, we don't have that anymore." And I was like,
Wait, don't have it anymore at all, or they were sold out for
they
the day?
replaced it with some kind of artichoke something or another. And I'm like, those two are not even close to each other. Like a mushroom and an artichoke.
What was the mushroom roll like?
It was little like button top mushrooms, and they were like deep fried, and they were on
Mm-hmm.
like a hoagie roll with like a sauce
Uh-huh.
and some lettuce. Um and then it came with a side.
Okay. I'm pulling up the menu to see what they have replaced it with and if they have done that. Hearts of palm and artichoke roll.
Yeah.
Okay, it says dressed and served chilled with lettuce and tomato on a toasted roll. So it looks to me like the vegetarian version of the lobster roll, like but with hearts of palm and artichoke instead. I love artichoke, but that does not look appetizing to me. That is not something I would order.
Yeah. So I was super sad about that.
I'm so sorry for your loss.
Me too. It was so good. And I felt healthy eating it because I'm like, oh, mushrooms,
Well, even
healthy.
though they were deep fried.
Yeah, it's fine. Still vegetable.
All right. What else did you do this day before you headed out? Because I think you were planning on doing Starlight, the
Yes.
new nighttime parade.
Yes. And then I think after that, I think we did a few. I mean, it could all be out of order, but I know we did like Small World. We did Peter Pan's Flight. Just a few of those little small rides right there. And
Mm-hmm.
then after that, we decided it was time to go and get a spot for the first Starlight Parade.
Okay.
Um,
Where did you choose to stand?
so we stood right in front of Sleepy Hollow,
Mm-hmm. Was
like
that a
on the.
good spot?
Yes, we thought it was great. We were literally like right behind the rope, so nobody was in front of us.
How early did you get there to claim your space?
We got there. I have pictures of us standing there around 8:05. So like
Okay. So
40,
about an
yeah, an hour.
before. Okay. How was it?
It was so good. I loved
Had
it.
had you seen Spectro Magic when that was
No.
a thing? Oh,
Nope.
so this was your first nighttime parade there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I used to love the Spectro Magic parade, so I'm cannot wait to see a new nighttime parade.
Yeah, it was so cute.
What was your favorite part of it?
I like the ending. The last float has like all of the Sensational Six,
Mhm.
along with some other like princesses as well. Um,
Mhm.
but I liked how they incorporated Coco because he's not in a lot of stuff. So
Mhm.
the fact that he got his own float was very cute. And the princess float that they did, that was beautiful.
Mm.
Beautiful.
How many princesses was on that float?
On that specific one, I want to say probably like 4 or 5 because it was the princesses with their princes. So I
Oh,
think
okay.
there was like 4 or
Uh-huh.
5 sets of them on that. And then there was like 1 or 2 of them on
Mhm.
the end train as well.
What direction does the parade go for the 9 o'clock? Is it coming
So it's
like to
this
go end up at the end of Main Street?
no, it's both parades are the same. They both start at Main Street and
Oh,
they go
okay.
backwards. So they end back in Frontierland by
Okay.
Tiana's.
Okay. That's interesting. All right.
Mm-hmm. Right after that, so while we were waiting for the parade, we met a cast member was there talking to us. His name was Michael. We have a very
Shout out to
inside joke.
Michael.
Yeah, shout out to Michael. We just kept calling Michael, hey Michael, for everything that we needed. But he told us that it would be like a great spot if we just went from right where we were standing at the rope for the parade, just
Mhm.
right back to the other side of the bridge,
Mhm.
so like 5-10 feet back from us, and just watched the fireworks from there. That way we
Okay.
didn't have to try and like fight to get on Main Street or anything.
Mhm.
So after the
Okay.
parade, we just kind of moved right up against the like wall for the bridge.
Mhm.
And we just stood there and we watched Happily Ever After. And then, so actually, the second time on this day, right behind us at Happily Ever After, and when we were taking photos at the castle, two proposals happened right
Aw.
next to us. Seeing that was like super cute.
Aw, did people applaud?
Yeah, we got like random videos of these people that we had to send them
Mhm.
because we're like, oh, wait, stop watching the fireworks. We got to watch this instead. So that was super cute.
And then after the fireworks, the park stays open till 11, I think, right now.
Yes.
Did you stay any more and do some things,
Oh,
or
yeah.
did you head back?
So after that, we were like, "Oh, well, we didn't get to do mine train because every
Mhm.
time we tried to do it earlier, it was down." So we're
Mhm.
like, "Okay, most people are leaving. Like, let's just go get in line for mine train."
Mhm.
So we went and we got in line for mine train, and as soon as we got to the inside part of it, they like stopped sending cars, and we're like, okay, well, what did it break? Or, and
Uh-huh.
then it was quiet, and then you just heard the Scott, like the downpour from outside. So we're
Oh.
like, well, we're stuck here.
Uh-huh.
They gave everybody, at least that was in line, it was super nice. They gave everybody like a experience redemption
Mhm.
that you could use for the next day, seeing as the park was like it was after hours that we were standing in line waiting already.
Yeah.
Um, but
So the experience redemption for Mine Train normally it's for Mine Train because it's like a more premium ride, I guess. So if you were going to be going to a different park, was it also able to be used at something like a bigger experience in a different park, or did you have to come back to use it for Mine Train?
I mean, we didn't really ask. We kind of just assumed, but we ended up using ours the next day on Remy. So,
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, sometimes if you click it, it'll tell you the
yeah.
things that it's good for. And if it doesn't and you have any questions, stop at a blue umbrella, listeners, and you will be able to ask
Yeah, they're
there.
super helpful at the Blue Umbrellas. Actually, that day, at one point, I modified a lightning lane for us, and
Mhm.
it modified it for three of the four of us. I
Oh,
don't know
no.
why,
Yeah.
but so we went to them and they got it fixed right away.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, it was after park hours. How did you get out of the park with the rain? Did you stand there and wait for it to
Oh no.
finish?
Oh
or
no.
oh, no, you were
Oh no.
soaked, it sounds like.
Oh.
Okay.
That was probably we were soaked. And all of us had Alyssa, so she carried a backpack. The other
Uh-huh.
three of us carried fanny packs throughout the
Uh-huh.
day. So she happened to have a poncho in her bag.
Mhm.
She was pretty dry.
Uh-huh.
But the other three of us, yeah, we were
What
very,
kind of
very wet.
what kind of shoes were you wearing?
Oh, tennis shoes. And those were the only ones that we had.
Aw. Well, this is my opportunity to say, like, they do make waterproof tennis shoes out there, and I don't know about some of the other brands. Like, when I was looking for some for myself, I ordered multiple brands and tried them on and just, like, didn't like the way that they felt or whatever. But I have a pair from that brand on Cloud
Okay.
of those sneakers, and they're really good. They actually work and keep your feet. I mean, they won't keep your ankle dry because it's just a sneaker, but at least like your foot doesn't get soaked.
Yeah. I
So,
wear platform Converses in the
mhm.
parks. So that
So
was
those are
mhm.
very soaked.
Well, and the
Okay.
worst part was I was planning on bringing I also have, like, reefs that I bring with,
Mhm.
like, reef sandals,
Yeah.
and especially in the summer, I usually bring them and at least put them in, like, a locker, so,
Mhm.
like, if I have a sense that it's gonna start raining, I can
Yeah.
change.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't do that.
Mm. Did you have any other shoes with you? And if not, were these shoes dry by the next day?
No. So,
Oh,
well, we
Haley.
tried to put them in the dryer. They were in there
Uh-huh.
for about half an hour until we looked up and realized it said, "No shoes in the dryer, please," and we're like, "Oh."
Yeah.
But also, we were trying to dry 4 pairs of sneakers in the dryer. So, like, Jordan Jordan had to stand up against the dryer because as
Hmm.
soon as she moved, like a shoe would like fly out, like the door would open and like shoes would just start flying out of the
Oh,
dryer.
I think that I think that happened. So we had a trip where I was there with my friend Jeanette and Nancy, and we had an experience with the rain like that. And I remember um, one of them saying that they had to like lean up against the door. I can't remember which person did the leaning, but yeah. Yeah, hair dryer might have worked, but
I did
then
the next morning.
yeah.
I used the hairdryer because this was also at 2 in the morning.
Oh god,
So,
that's even
yeah,
worse. All
yeah.
right, now I know you like to get up and get going. So, given what time you got back to the room and the wet shoe situation, et cetera, what time did you actually end up getting up? Because you had a breakfast reservation the next day.
Um, we got up. Have us getting on the Skyliner at like 9,
Okay, not too bad to
but
make it to your
also,
9:30 Topolino's
yeah,
reservation.
we were also up way earlier than that. 4 girls getting ready with 1 sink,
Right. Yeah.
bathroom. Yeah, it takes a while to get ready. Normally,
Yeah.
I'm like half an hour, if that, but just the fact that you had to like scoot around everybody or like wait for one person
Mhm.
to be done here, it definitely took
Yeah.
way longer than usual.
Did all of you stand and do makeup at the mirror, or did
Yeah,
anybody
so
bring
like
a mirror with them?
one person was like, I was like in the side of the main mirror. Somebody
Mhm.
else was like more so in the main mirror. Somebody was like in like the pull mirror on like the bathroom door.
Yeah.
And then somebody was like trying to like get dressed and get their outfit until somebody was done in the mirror and then would
Okay.
like switch it out.
Yeah, I have, and I can put a link to it in the show notes, but I have a good like travel mirror that lights up that I got on Amazon that folds down. It's really flat. And I usually bring that even when I'm going by myself, just so that, some days you're totally good standing and doing makeup, and that's pretty much what I do like every single day of my normal life. But sometimes at Disney, when you've taken a lot of steps and stuff, you're just like, I don't think I can stand to do this. And so I bring that so I can sit at like whatever tables in the room and do it that way. So I'll put that in the show notes in case anybody's interested in a good travel mirror. And it won't be like an affiliate link or anything like that. So
Yeah, that would have been nice to have.
yeah. All right. So Topolino's, I am assuming it was wonderful as usual.
It was great. We did feel a little bit like rushed, which
Mm,
I mean, in my opinion, you know what I mean?
yeah.
I feel like it's a popular breakfast. I kind of understand why, but it was very much like, okay, well, here's this. And then we asked for like separate checks. And she's like, okay, well, it'll be this much per person. I'm like, okay, but like we have annual passes. And she's like, well, it'll be this much Like it was very like, like one
Hmm.
thing back to back.
Yeah.
So a little rushed, but otherwise
Hmm.
it was great. We love the characters. Food's
Yeah.
great.
One thing I will recommend since you brought up like splitting checks is that when we went on our girls trip last January with the Disney Dames, we utilized Venmo groups, and it is a way that you can split costs. It's not just like normal Venmo. So I mean, it's in normal It's in the normal Venmo app, but you create a group, you put the people in the group that you want to be in it, and it can be just like for a single trip or whatever, or somebody that you go out with frequently. And if you want to split something evenly, it's easy enough, like, you just indicate who all was there and put in the total price, and it splits it, and then and you indicate, like, who actually did the paying, like, if one person pays, and then the other people, they pay in their Venmo or whatever, and then, like, if somebody paid more or whatever, you can make those adjustments, and then it kinda keeps a running total. So, like, when you're it's most helpful when you're doing multiple situations like that. Like, on our girls trip, we would have times where it would be like, "Oh, I get a discount for this, so I'm gonna pick up the check, and then everybody else is gonna do the Venmo thing." And then other times where it's like, "Okay, I'll take a turn, paying the check," and you're just constantly entering that in, and then it tallies it so that, like, if I do something where I owe $20 to Venmo, but then on another meal, you actually owe me $10, like
Which
Venmo
is kind of like
calculates it. So
evens it out.
so that instead of me paying $20 for Venmo, it knows that you're paying me 10. And so now it's like I only owe 10. And I found it to be very helpful for a group of five. No, there were six of us. Yeah, there were six of us. Were there six of us? There were five or six of us. I can't count today. It's early in the morning. I haven't had enough coffee. So I found it to be very helpful for that purpose. And then you can kind of like on the last day, everybody just pays, and then everybody has their money like fairly immediately, so that the people who have picked up the checks get paid back, and then other people get to take advantage of the discounts for those of us who had annual passes or DVC or things like that. So I can put a link to instructions on that in the show notes in case anybody else has a group trip coming up that you're interested in learning more about that because we've used it since then, and for other things, and it's pretty easy, and I like the way it
Yeah, that
works.
sounds super helpful.
All right. So after breakfast, I made a note that you were wearing matching t-shirts this day.
Yes.
Okay. It must have been something big. Why did I write down matching t-shirts? What was this t-shirt?
It just said like EPCOT, and it
Oh.
had like
I made
nothing
a
too
big note
fancy.
about it, Hailey.
No, honestly, Jordan and I, we didn't even put ours on until like we were ready to do some group photos because it was hot.
Yeah,
So we
yeah.
just wore tank tops.
Mhm.
After that, after
Okay.
Topolino's, we went over to EPCOT,
Mhm.
and we like just walked through because we came in the back, then
Mhm.
walked through from the back there, the left side through like United Kingdom, Canada,
Mhm.
because we had our Geo 82
Oh,
lounge reservation.
yes. How was that?
It was good. I'm a
Okay.
fan.
Did you each just get a drink or
So,
multiple drinks?
well, it was super fancy. When you walk in, they give you like a nice cold lemon scented like towel to
Oh,
like refresh yourself with. It was nice that it was cold.
yeah.
I'm assuming it'll probably be like a warm towel when it's like the winter months, if it's ever that cold in
If it's chilly
Florida,
out. Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
And then they took you in to your seats. We got a charcuterie board to share for all four
Mhm.
of us, and then Jordan and I both got a strawberry margarita, and the other two just got a Coke.
What was the atmosphere like? Does it have that fancy element in terms of like the service that they're giving while you're sitting there enjoying the space?
It felt pretty fancy. It was definitely a little different because, like, that's one of the spaces where there's no kids allowed. Like, it's 21
Yeah.
and over to enter. So
Mhm.
there definitely wasn't like yelling or anything like that, which was super nice.
Mhm.
Um, just a nice, very relaxing area to be in.
Mhm. And it has a good view?
It has a good view. Yeah. We said, like, oh, if you did this for the fireworks, I think
Yeah.
they have some
I
kind of
think they have a party, and I think it's very expensive
probably. I
from
can
what
see
I've
that.
heard. Yeah, like really expensive. Um, and probably hard to book because I have not been there yet myself, but I can't imagine, it's a super large space.
No, it's not that big. Maybe if it's like depending on how many people. So there were like some more booth like seating. So
Mhm.
like maybe depending on how many people you can fit in there, maybe like 50,
Okay. Yeah,
if
that's pretty
that.
small. Yeah. All right. Where did you head next?
After that is when we did our group photos. Um, so we put our t-shirts on finally.
Mhm.
And then from there we did Spaceship Earth because we had a lightning lane for that. And then we got some snacks, food in Mexico.
Mhm.
I got the corn. It's my favorite thing.
Ooh, I love that street corn.
So good. And then we went and we sat inside the Mexican pavilion to eat them. So like in by like the ride.
Oh,
And
okay.
then we did 3 cabs. And then from there,
That's 3 caballeros if you're
yes.
a newbie.
And then from there it was time for test track.
Okay, and this is the newly revamped test track.
Yes.
So, how did you like it?
It was good. I definitely thought it was better than the last version. Um,
Mhm.
the first version I remember at least was my first trip when I was a kid was like the crash test Emmy one. So I think it's because of like the
Yeah.
nostalgia. I don't think anything will beat that one for me, but it's probably just because of the nostalgia. If I saw that now, I'd probably be like, "Oh, well, yeah, that's not great." But it was very modern, very updated. We all
Mhm.
talked about that a lot.
Yeah.
But
Did
it's
they
still
do
definitely
any
like
work on the track?
I don't I don't think so. It all seemed like you all just moved through it normally. We even said to each other, we're like, "Oh, like let's see if it still like jerks you." You know what I mean? And no, it did
Yeah.
that. It definitely did that.
Mhm. Yeah. I mean, part of that is like the testing, right?
Yeah.
To see
Well,
if your car can handle it. And you're
yeah.
not designing a car
Mm-mm.
anymore, right? Okay.
Nope.
Which I am not sad about.
Yeah. It never worked anyways when I went. So,
Yeah, it either didn't work or it was like frustrating because you'd click on something and it would be really not reactive to where you were trying to hit on the screen.
yeah.
And I don't know. It's kind of a nice way to break up the line. Like, it makes people feel like the experience has started even though you're technically still waiting. But yeah, I'm okay with not designing. I hardly ever designed a car anyway. I just let Alex design the car. But all right, what was after Test Track?
And then after that, we headed to Hollywood Studios. We were planning on watching one of the new shows.
The Villain Show.
Yeah, it was we didn't get to, sadly. We were
Oh,
trying
no.
all day. Was like the kicker was our test track, Lightning Lane, was at
Mhm.
like 5:45
Uh-huh.
and we could not modify it at all. Like
Uh,
because of it being so new, we could not get it any earlier.
yeah.
So, and the last villain show was at 7. And that's one where you
Oh,
have to get in line at least like half an hour to 45 minutes ahead of time.
really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know. I had made a note that you were probably gonna get a single pass for Guardians for your Epcot time. Did you end up doing that?
No.
Did you ride it at all?
No.
Oh my goodness. My heart. Ugh.
I know. I'm this is the second cuz this is my second trip this month and I couldn't go on it either time cuz the
Oh,
first time
no.
I was with my kids alone
Uh-huh.
and then this time and we were even like at the water park. We were like,
Mhm.
well maybe we should get one. There's still one left. But it
Mhm.
was for like close to when our test track time was.
Yeah.
So we're like, okay, well, we didn't want to make that any later because Jordan had to leave that night as well.
Mhm.
So we were like, well, we don't want to do too many things too late
Right.
because then it could throw things off. So
Alright, so you didn't get into the Villain Show. What did you do when you were at Hollywood Studios?
we were gonna try as soon as we got there, it started raining.
Mhm.
So we were gonna try and go into the Little Mermaid show, but like as we got over there, it started pouring. So we were stuck like under the archway as it was
Mhm.
pouring. And the line for the Little Mermaid show, that one started at 7:20, but again, the line was like all the way outside. So we're
Mhm.
like, well, we don't want to go over there, wait in the rain,
Right.
be soaking wet, and then possibly still not even get in to see that show.
Yeah.
So we just went over to Mickey and Minnie's, which we
Mhm.
had a lightning lane for, so that was fine.
Mhm. In my notes, it says Jordan needed to leave around 9 PM, but I don't recall whether that was her flight was at 9 or she had to head out at 9.
So her flight was at 9.
Okay. So when did she end up saying goodbye to you?
So we did Mickey and Minnie's, and then she left.
Okay. And she left straight from the park or she had to go back to
She
Pop?
had to go back to Pop.
Mhm.
She was gonna try and do that new luggage transfer thing with Southwest, but it's
Oh, yeah.
only if you have a check bag,
Oh, okay.
and she had a carry-on, so she had to go back and grab it.
Alright. And how late did the rest of you end up staying?
So after that, we just went over. So I had a villain's outfit on that I made.
Mhm.
It was Hades. I had like
Oh.
custom ears made for it, and I made the leotard myself for my shop. I have like a
Mhm.
villains drop coming up, so I wanted to get
Ooh.
like promotion photos for that. So we
Yeah,
went
and listeners, there will be links to Hailey's shop in the show notes, so make sure you check it out.
so we went over still to the villains area because I wanted to at least get photos over in that area to show
Mhm.
off. And then we did that, and at that point it was like 8 o'clock, and the other two were like, I'm kind of tired. I want to go back. So we went back to
Mhm.
Pop at least. And then I knew at that point I still needed to get my custom popcorn at Magic Kingdom.
You did not. Oh my
Well, it was
goodness.
on the plan to do that night,
Uh-huh.
but then it started like the plan was to do 7 drawers, come out, the park would have been closed, but the park stays like Main Street stays
Right.
open for an
You
hour
could have
after the
still
park
gotten your
closed.
popcorn.
So I was
Okay.
planning to get my popcorn and do photos on Main Street and everything like that. And
Mhm.
then the rain didn't work in my favor.
Okay.
So I was like, well, I still need popcorn. So we went back to Pop, and
Mhm.
then um, Emily stayed there. She just wanted to like put her feet in the pool and relax for a little bit.
Mhm.
And then Alyssa, her mom and her son were also staying at Pop, but in like a different room. So she
Mhm.
wanted to go visit them and see like how their day was.
Mhm.
So I was like, well, I packed up a little bit of my stuff because I was leaving in the middle of the night. I was like, well, I'm gonna go. Bye. So I went to Magic Kingdom
Mhm.
by myself and got there. And the first thing I did, I was walking in. So you can tell that the new parade is causing a lot of people, probably pass holders or people with park hoppers who've been doing something else all day, to
Mhm.
come late at night. Because I have a picture of me that I sent to the girls. I was scanning in 9:40, and there's probably at least 100 to 200 people in line.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was like, I've never seen that before. It looks like
Mhm.
almost opening time right now.
Yeah. And
Um,
there's probably honestly, there's probably a lot of people streaming out at that time too because the people who leave after the first one are
yeah.
making the and particularly because it starts at the front of the park,
Yeah.
if you watch it at the front, as soon as the last thing goes past you, you're good to go if
Well,
you're
unless
trying to
they're
head
waiting
out.
for fireworks,
That's
because
true,
they have
but
it
yeah.
spread out. So, like, the parade was at 9, fireworks are at 10, and then the
Okay.
second parade is at 11.
Got it. Okay.
So, I was going in kind of as, like, the fireworks were just about to start.
Mhm.
Um, so I went, and first thing I did was I had to meet Mickey because you'll notice, very different from me, we didn't like meet characters throughout this
Mhm.
trip unless they were at our 2 character meals.
Right.
And that's like not me. So I was like, well, I have to go see
Here's
Mickey
my
at
chance.
least.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
So
it probably wasn't a long wait at that time of
it
night.
wasn't, no, maybe like 10-15 minutes. It wasn't too
Not
bad.
bad. Yeah.
Did that, and then I went and I got in line for popcorn,
Mhm.
and then I had
Which I recently heard that you can also get popcorn at the main registers.
so
You
they
can, like, fill
have,
out a form or something.
as far as I know, and I've done before, they have like 2 or 3 specialty ones, like pre-built ones, and you
Mhm.
can get those ones at the main register.
Oh, I heard you could do your custom like, you tell them what you wanted, and they would put it together there.
Hmm, I will have to look at that next time. But like,
Yeah.
I know when I went in, was it last, like September, I think,
Mhm.
the ones that were in the case up front, they had like, at that time it was a Halloween one. So they had like a
Yeah.
specialty Halloween one, and then they had like 2 other mixes that they had, and you
Right.
could buy any of those
Okay.
up at the front
Right.
register.
I'm gonna have to confirm what is actually
Yeah.
happening there because I feel like it was like you could tell them what toppings you wanted, and they were either marking it on a form for you or you were filling out and like check marking what you wanted, and then they would like go and get it, which it
That would save
probably
a lot
save
of
a lot of
time though.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
because that area where you can go over and stand in front of the popcorn people is very tight. So,
yeah, I waited at least like 20 minutes
mhm.
in that line. Um,
What was your combo that you went for?
so I usually, my usual is just regular butter popcorn, dark
Mhm.
chocolate, M&Ms, and pretzels.
Okay. All right.
I was going to try the Starlight one because it
Okay.
looked so pretty, but then the popcorn in that was like a candied popcorn. And I learned my
Oh.
lesson when I tried the Valentine's Day one, that the candied popcorn, well, it might taste good, some of the pieces. It literally like sticks to your teeth like so
Uh,
bad. And I'm
okay.
not like, popcorn already sticks in your teeth enough.
Right,
I'm like,
right,
I don't need I don't need extra.
right.
So then after I got my popcorn, I made my way over to the People Mover,
Mm-hmm.
did my nice lap on the People Mover, and then I went and decided I was gonna try and do 7 drawers, but I was like, I kind of am hungry. I kind of wouldn't mind watching the parade again.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, all right. So I mobile ordered corn dog nuggets from Casey's,
So you did get
and
your corn dog
I
nuggets in
did.
this trip.
Finally, yes. And then I just sat at like one of the tables right outside of Casey's because they were pretty
Mm-hmm.
empty, and sat there, ate my corn dog nuggets, and watched the parade go by. Um, Definitely, if you're watching it for the first time, I wouldn't sit there. Like, it
Mm-hmm.
was off in the distance. But being as it was the second time that I was watching it, I was
Mm-hmm.
taking the chair. I was like, yep,
Mm-hmm.
nope, I will sit right here. And then after that, I just kind of meandered away around, waiting for some of the people to get out of the park.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, let me just take some photo pass pictures on Main Street while they're here. Yeah. And then just did that. Took a photo of myself leaving Magic Kingdom, and then got on a bus and made it back to Pop at 12:45 a.m.
Okay. And you know what I'm gonna say. Your flight the next morning was at 5:45.
And my Mears pickup was at 2.
So did you lay down
I
at all?
sat in my bed so I didn't get too
Okay.
comfortable,
Okay.
and just kind of sat there and took a nap for half an hour.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow. You are go, go, go.
Yep.
Nothing can stop you now, Hailey.
Nothing can stop me now.
Oh my goodness. All right. So did everything go okay with your flight?
Yes, I got there. Starbucks was actually opened, which I was very surprised about, at 3 a.m. It says they were supposed to open at 4, but they were open at 3. And I was like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
wonderful, because
Because I
I'll
need it.
take something right now. Yeah, so I got that, sat at my gate with my Starbucks,
Uh-huh.
and just,
And you had to work that night.
yep,
So
sure
it's
did.
not like, even if you slept on that flight, it's not like, oh, let me just get up and now make my way home and go to sleep here. You really had to kind of turn yourself back around and do your thing before you could finally crash for the night.
Yep.
Wow.
I always, like, I tell myself, I'm like, oh, like, gotta make some break. But then I always end up scheduling my trips because
Mm-hmm.
I work on the weekends, is when I work. Because I work opposite of my husband.
Mm-hmm.
Being a bartender, obviously weekends.
Mm-hmm.
So I like to usually go during the week when I'm off already. But
Uh-huh.
when in doing so, it's always like, oh, well, I'm going to come back and then go right back to work the next day. Or a lot
Yeah.
of times, if I leave on a Monday morning, I
Mm-hmm.
get home from work at like 11:30 or midnight on Sunday night,
Right.
and then have to be right back up to go on Monday.
Right.
I
Yeah.
always end up doing that to myself.
Well, I mean, you do it for the love of Disney, right?
It's a wonderful love. Keeps you going.
It really does. And speaking of keeps you going, when is your next trip? Do you have one on the books?
So, in September, I'm
Uh-huh.
going for like a kind of like a day and a half with Tiffany.
Oh, Tiffany.
hmm
Shout out to Tiffany.
And then October, I go on a cruise, just a Royal Caribbean cruise. But
Mm-hmm.
Jordan and I are going to Mickey's Not So Scary the night before we get on the
Oh,
boat.
fun. Okay.
And then November, I'm trying to find somebody, either try and convince Jordan or my husband to go for opening night of Jollywood, because that's one I
Okay.
haven't done yet.
Okay, I haven't either.
And then the week before Christmas, we're all going as a family.
Wow. Okay. So you've got a lot keeping you going.
Yeah.
Lucky, lucky lady. All right. Well, Hailey, it's always fun chatting with you.
Yes.
I'm glad to get to see you again.
I know, finally.
And I hope you come back.
Oh, always.
Okay.
It's my favorite thing to do.
Oh, you're so sweet. Well, I hope you have a magical rest of your week, and I will talk to you at some point in the very near future, I'm sure.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you again to Hailey for continuing to come back to the show. She's always down in Disney, so make sure you're following her Instagram to keep up with all of her adventures. And if you're looking for help planning your own trip, Hailey would be thrilled to help you out. Her agent information is in the show notes, along with the link to her Etsy shop, so you can check out those super cute Disney leotards she makes. And with that, I have to go get some sleep so I can make it through this extremely busy week. I hope you are all doing well. Have a magical week and keep daydreaming about where you long to be.